Alright guys, welcome back. In this video, we are going to learn how to find second order derivatives using the scientific calculator. Please, if you have not watched my previous video on first order derivative, consider watching through the link that I'm going to send at the description section. And so let's begin. We are to find y double prime, which is the second derivative. If y is equal to 2 sine inverse of cos of x. So we want to pick our calculator, and then we are to change our calculator mode to radians. So that is shift mode, and then we select option 4. Alright, so we are going to store a number, any number at all. But this number must be defined for the function that we are going to differentiate. And I always like picking the value 2 because 2 has been working for most of the functions. If at any point in time 2 is no more working, then you should consider a value such as 0.5. These two values has always been working, but let's stick to 2 for now. So we are going to have 2 being stored. So I'm going to store it as x. So what this means is that anytime the calculator sees the variable x, it automatically assigns the value 2 to it. Alright, so then we want to start differentiating. So we are going to press on shift and then dy dx. And so this is it. So we are going to have 2 sine inverse, that is shift sine, and we are having cos of x, so cos of alpha x. And then we close it and then close the sine inverse function. Then we want to evaluate the differentiation at the point that we have stored. We have stored x as 2. So we want to enter 2 here. If you have chosen x as 5, then 5 should be here. If 0.5, then 0.5 should be here. And then press on equal to. So we are having negative 2. This negative 2 is the first derivative value evaluated at the point x is equal to 2. And so we are going to store this value as well. So shift store, and then we are going to store it as a. And then click on the add button. Then let's go back and then add a constant to the 2. So we are going to have, let's say, a constant of 0.0001. So 0.0001. It could be any constant, but I want it to be small. So that is it. And then we hit on the equal to, and then we are also having negative 2 for that one. So we are also going to store that one as, let's say, b. So the second derivative value is going to be alpha b minus alpha a, all on the constant. In this case, our constant is 0.001. And so the answer is 0. And so this is the second derivative value. And so we're going to test the options. Option A says it is 0, option B says it is 1, option C says it is negative 2, option D says it is sine inverse of 1 on cos of x. And so the right option is option A, which is 0. The second question says that we are to find the second order derivative of y is equal to 9 log t to the power 3. So we are going to say shift dy dx, Then this is 9 log, so we are going to have 9. Now anytime you are using the scientific calculator to find the second order derivative of logarithmic functions, you should change the log to ln. And so we are going to have ln t cube. We don't have the variable t on the calculator, so we are going to use x as t. So we are going to have alpha x then cube, and then we close it. Once again, this only applies to logarithmic functions. When you have a log, you change it to what? A ln. Otherwise, you won't get the correct answer. And so we are going to have it evaluated at the point 2, since we've still stored x as 2. And then we press on equal to, and we are having 13.5. So you want to store these as a. Then we hit on the up button. Then we go back and then add a constant, let's say 0.00001. Then we hit on equal to, and we are having 13.4999. And so we want to see, we should store it as b. Alright, so now the second derivative is going to be alpha b minus alpha a, all on the constant, which is 0.00001, and we hit on the equal to sign, and the answer is negative 6.74999. So we want to test these options. The one that is going to give us negative 6.749 is the correct answer. So if you are to leave this in 2 decimal places, we are going to have negative 6.75. So let's test option A. So we are going to have 27 on t squared. We said t is equal to x, so we are going to have x squared. Then we hit on the equal to sign, and this is 6.75, which is wrong. The answer is negative. So definitely option B is the correct answer, as it is the negative of this answer. So clearly option B is the correct answer. So guys, this is how to find the second order derivatives of functions using the scientific calculator. Please consider subscribing, share, like, and then comment. Thank you.